Hello friends, welcome to the ENT channel. If you are watching this video, the likelihood is that you have undergone audiometry and you are not able to understand it. Let's understand it. Let me explain. You see two graphs, one in the blue color, other is in red color. Red color graph belongs to right ear. How do I remember? Red starts with R and right starts with R. So R for R. Now, after identifying sides of the ear represented by this graph, notice there are two lines in each graph. The upper line denotes bone conduction, which is equivalent to hearing from the nerves, and the lower line, which denotes air conduction. This upper line represents hearing from the nerves, which is easily transmitted through the bones, and this gets transferred to the brain through auditory nerve. The low line means hearing from your eardrum and three tiny ossicles which amplify the sounds. This lower line ultimately gets added to the upper line because this adds to the nerve hearing. Each graph is represented by a dot in form of some symbol which correspond to that particular frequency tested and the hearing threshold achieved during the test. This forms a graph. If the graph is lower, that means the hearing loss is more. So suppose if a patient has a perforated eardrum, then his lower graph would be affected more. But if the patient has a nerve hearing loss, like in old age, then the upper graph will be lower. Let's understand audiogram with few examples. As you can see in this graph, the red line which denotes right ear is significantly down. The gap between both the red lines is very less at low frequencies, but it's widened up at high frequencies where the lowest line is touching even 100 decibel. So this denotes mainly nerve deafness with a mixed component at very high frequency and a very high hearing loss. Let's move to another example. Here both red and blue lines and the both lines in each color are very close and they are showing a significant hearing loss, low to high frequency and very high at high frequency, which denotes age-related hearing loss, which is known as presbyacusis. Such patients require hearing aids. Let's move to another example. This shows only the red lines and the two lines having a very wide gap. The lowest line is very low, the upper line is at its normal position. So this denotes conductive hearing loss because the lowest line is very low. This could be because of rupture of eardrum or displacement of three tiny ossicles in the middle ear. So this kind of hearing loss is repairable with surgery. We classify hearing loss according to the average of 500, 1000, 2000, sometimes 4000 hertz. So when this threshold comes in between 25 to 40 decibel, we say it's mild, and 40 to 55 moderate, 55 to 70 moderate to severe, 70 to 90 severe, and above 90 profound. So this helps us in telling someone about the severity of the hearing loss. So by now you must have learned how to qualify your hearing loss. Always see whether you have a conductive hearing loss or you have a nerve deafness. Nerve deafness, you need hearing aid. Conductive hearing loss can be repaired by surgery or sometimes with medicines. I hope you got some information about how to read an audiogram. Thank you.